But don't worry, Victor Anderson, very fast and talented driver. There'll be more coming from him as the year progresses, and that's a mistake. That's a mistake. The ALM Motorsport car off into the gravel. That is a mistake for Levente Lesonche. Does well to keep the car from bogging down in the gravel. 1.6 now ahead of Aurelien Comte, but this is where the drama can be found. Ruben Fernandez still can't break away. Ruben Volt to the inside contact. Volt and Fernandez contact. Fernandez catches the car, gets it back up and running again. There may be some damage to that GOAT racing machine, but Ruben Volt had enough. Let's take another look. Last of the late breakers, already in the braking zone, locks up a little bit, but of course there's no danger really of running wide. Fernandez shuts the door, but there is a Honda Civic to the inside. It's a very acute angle. I would not want to call that one. That's why I'm not a steward, I'm a commentator. I don't call these things, I tell you what I see. I have a feeling this is going to be a Comte and Girolamo show in 2024 as Levente Lesonche, a little bit slow on the apex. Dusan Borkovic gives him a touring car kiss and then gives him a touring car smack in the mouth on the following corner. Side by side, Lesonche holds the car. A second nibble as well for good measure. That one's carrying on. Borkovic not quite able to get himself back into the pack. Lesonche as well. Very clean driving a little bit further back. We can see a heavily defending Levente Lesonche. There is the big tap from Borkovic, and then a second bit of contact for good measure as well. A little bit further down, we can see several Hondas coming together, and that's a big impact.
Eager to get the positions up as much as they can in the opening lap, while Giovanni goes on the outside of the second chicane. Now he has the inside and he makes the mistake. The Belgian leads the race.
Absolutely beautiful. The Sunshine tries to buy it there. Fernandez makes contact with Davidovski. Secondary contact as well. In fact, it's actually Girolamo, not Davidovski. I can't quite see on my screen, but contact nevertheless. Giovanni Scamardi now. You can't blink for a minute, Kobe Powell, because things are changing second by second.
This is pure TCR racing. You can't... Oh! Victor Davidovski makes contact with Giovanni Scamardi and they're both out into the gravel. Will this be a safety car? And will this be a dramatic end of the race?
Earlier today, Girolamo surely is one of the drivers that we're going to be focusing on. In fact, as I say that, there is Victor Davidovski, his teammate. So Davidovski, the first time of asking, has gone off of the chicane, taken the tyre barrier out with it as well. And they're almost as one as they go past me. Lesonche, though, still the cork in the bottle in second position. Girolamo to the inside. Aurelien Comte gives him the racing room. Franco Girolamo gets the job done. Girolamo loses the car. Contact. Franco Girolamo contact into the barriers at the T1 chicane. Is that enough to retire the car? Girolamo all on his own. Find a way past the SP competition car while Ignacio Montenegro keeps a watching brief. Heading down into the pinch point of the T1 chicane. Too much curb, too much sideways action, and a trip to the barrier is a result for Franco Girolamo.
Allein auf weiter Flur, würde ich fast sagen. Also ich glaube, der letzte Streckenabschnitt, das ist sein Territorium. Girolami verteidigt gegen Ruben Volt mit der Brechstange. Also, Freunde, dann haben wir Levente Lesonche. Warum macht er eigentlich Lichthupe? Der ist so viel zu weit weg. So, Aurelien Comte er probiert's, geht ganz weit nach innen und dann treffen sie sich. Das war doch abzusehen. Das war mit der absoluten Brechstange und Giovanni Scamardi, ja, so sieht das aus, dass Franco Girolami jetzt genau im Augenblick sich die Position zurücknimmt. Aber Vorsicht, Track Limits, jetzt kommt er nach außen. Eric Chenet, der trägt sich mal gleich ganz weg und bleibt einfach mal stehen. So. Und die anderen versuchen irgendwie an, ich nenne es mal der rollenden Schikane vorbeizukommen. Ja, bumm, da gibt es direkt nochmal eine. So, das Auto geht quer, das raucht jetzt noch mehr hin.
The proceedings remain as they are right now. With Mathieu Homola scoring 25, Adam Cote scoring 12. Ooh, there's a tag. Oh, no, that's not what we want to see. And that's Victor Davidovski in yet another fight with Giovanni Scamardi. There was a touch and Davidovski exciting stuff on the opening lap of the race. Oh, and there's a crash. That's Petr Čížek making contact with one of the cars right in front of one of our cameras, in the car number 64. And Comte actually tagging Groszek into a half spin. and Comte coming through together with Girolami and Victor Anderson. But this might get Comte into trouble with race stewards.
The Spanish driver maybe once bitten, twice shy, but at the front of the field are two race leaders serenely on, with Franco Girolami ahead. Oh, there's contact further back. That's Jensen Brickley going sideways. Contact between himself and one of his rivals. Brickley just about keeps it on the track on a rally, and Comte would not have expected that one, the French driver. He fought back in very fine style, though, and it almost ended in tears. But Concepcion held it together and managed to avoid contact. And then Jensen Brickley had a lot less luck. I think that may have been Jimmy Clare. Brickley goes for a day.
Here in front of the home crowd from Matteo Homola and Giacomo Germandi. Adam Colt immediately under pressure from René Kircher. Germandi making a move on Homola. There's touch. Homola. Oh, and there's big contact between Kachaya and Žarko Knego. Both of them ending up in the gravel of the first corner, and this might bring the safety car right back just as we restarted the race. This was a big one. Attila Bucci leading from Homola, who was tagged in the first corner, then having to correct the beginning slide, which he did, but he skipped across the runoff area next to the first corner. But then behind them, this happened, and David Kajaya and Žarko Knego are out of this race on the spot. Dramatic moments at the restart, and this will, as Žarko Knego's car is now being put on the flatbed.
Yeah, and it will be very interesting to see if both of them can make the race tomorrow, but this is the replay, of course.
Yeah, it seems like
he just missed his braking point, didn't he?
Very, very weird, because, yeah, he's presumably missed the braking point, and in order not to crash to the car right in front of himself, he just swayed away, but swerved the car.
Taking the advantage of this mistake, and quite possibly Matteo Homola will be taking the second place into the first corner. Oh, no! There is a contact between Homola and Germandi was pushed away from the track. Fortunately, he managed not to crash into the barriers, but this was very dramatic moment between Matteo Homola. This is the fight for P4 between Giacomo Germandi and German driver René Kircher. Giacomo Germandi is taking the outside line, and there's a hard contact between his Honda TCR and the second Civic TCR of René Kircher. He is losing position after position, but there is a big mistake by Giacomo Germandi, and almost a crash at the beginning of the main straight.
Giacomo Germandi immediately under pressure from local driver Adam Colt, who's sending it there around the outside. There's contact, and Giacomo Germandi touches with Matteo Homola. There's another crash. Kajaya versus Adam Colt, so two contacts right away in the first corner. Žarko Knego skipping across those high curbs. And this is Vít Smejkal leading the race from Jordan Dolishka, and look at that, that is Adam Colt coming through car number 68, making a great start here on the home soil, and he is now promoting himself immediately into top 4, and this is a contact. Attila Bucci with Giacomo Germandi. Bucci finds himself in gravel, he's trying to get out, and does he have a puncture? What is going on for the young Hungarian? Trying to defend, Jordan Dolishka making a move down the inside with her Honda. Is she going to make it into the corner? Only just, but what a move, and Vít Smejkal in the gravel and close to the barrier. Luckily he did not crash into it, but he has beached his car, and I'm not really sure whether the home driver... Good move in the end, but unfortunately right after that, let's see that again now. Ivars Valers losing it through the final corner. That was a mistake of his own, as he found himself too wide, and there was the contact. Giacomo Germandi hit Vít, sent him spinning into the gravel. What a bad luck on the home track.
Right now is ahead of German driver, and there was a huge crash. Yellow flags on the track, and it's the second Honda Civic and TCR. It's necessary to have a safety car on track, because We have a destroyed Honda Civic TCR on track. Yeah, it was a mistake of the driver. And I believe it was Mertel Motorsport car of David Kajaya. Yes, the Georgian driver made a mistake. So it is still Petr Cížek on P5 behind the wheel of his black Cupra. Oh no, there is a crash between Jiří Zbožínek and Franjo Dubreta. This was too optimistic from a Czech driver who crashed into Franjo Dubreta, the driver of number 48 Cupra Leon TCR, by Italian driver behind the wheel of his brand new Honda Civic TCR, the latest generation of this car. Oh no, Jiří Zbožínek, he went off into the gravel zone. It was a huge mistake by Czech driver Jiří Zbožínek, and also the 1 point can be very, very important here. Oh no, we have a car off the track. Car off the track, it's number 48. That's Franjo Dubreta, the Croatian driver behind the wheel of his Cupra Leon WZ TCR, but he rejoins. So I guess it won't be a safety car or yellow flag. The good news that Franjo Dubreta was able to rejoin the track. Oh no, oh mistake by Jiří Zbožínek. Jiří Zbožínek went off the track, and I believe right now Adam Coate is even closer. Oh, look at this one more time. So this was the crash. This was the crash of Franjo Dubreta, the Croatian driver. So he didn't just go off the track.